Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Now, I do apologise straight up that some of my titles are a little bit obscure. It turns out that one cannot use the word in Ukrainian, and/or intelligence in a title. The list of words that one cannot use seems to be increasing daily, so I do apologise for that. Also, just want to mention that if you ever come across any posts that are saying, "Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe this book about from so and so, blah blah blah," just completely ignore them. I know that they're spam, they are bots, relentless bots. All us readers are getting hit by them. I go through all my comments daily and report and clean those out, so just completely ignore them. Okay, I am using the Runic Tarot, which means I've got my cheat sheet over there, means I'm doing a fairly heavy reading, and it is entertainment only. What I want to have a look at is what is happening in Israel at the moment in regards to the government. Now, I was really surprised that Netanyahu went back to Israel with his wife. I fully expected them to stay in the US because there's some stuff going on there. He is up on corruption charges. What has since happened is that he was leading a coalition government. The second party within a week has quit that coalition. So now his party, or whatever's left of that coalition, holds only 50 seats out of 120. Now, the second party, I'm sure they're frantically trying to come to some negotiations. The second party that quit, the Shas party, and I'm sure I've pronounced that incorrectly, it's an ultra-Orthodox party that quit the coalition over the inability for Netanyahu to order that ultra-Orthodox Jews don't have to serve in the military. So in Israel, everybody, I believe, once they leave school or university or whatever it is, has to spend 2 years in the military. I'm sure there's some deferments or something, but if you're doing some sort of university medical degree or something, I'm not sure. I don't know whether it covers absolutely everybody or whether there's a reason to get out of it. But apparently Netanyahu refused to come to this agreement and the Shas party quit. Now, I think there's some really quick negotiating going on behind the scenes because apparently they've got 48 hours to actually, before it takes effect. So I'm sure there's some massive compromise that is happening here to try and hold this position of power. So let's see. Now, I'm sure that won't go over very well with the populace because, how come my son, daughter has to do this military when these other people get out of it? Okay, what fell out? The Sun card. Full illumination, fully exposed. We've then got the Knight of Wands, volatile information coming out, and the Death card, the ending of the cycle. It's almost like this will be last nail in the coffin for Netanyahu. So if he concedes to the Shas party, the ultra-Orthodox party. So how's this going to play out? How is this cracks in the coalition, the falling apart of the coalition? Well, we've got Temperance, trying to balance, trying to bring order, trying to seduce the ultra-Orthodox down a particular path. So, okay, thank you. Well, reaping what you sow, the warrior reaping what he sows, and the coming together. But we've then got the devil energy and the surrender. I think what's going to happen is that the Netanyahu party, I didn't write down the name of what it is going to give in to the demands to try and stay in power because If they don't, then an election is called. The election's way overdue because apparently Israel entered a war with Gaza. The elections were due just after the October attack that happened. That highly suspicious considering the music festival was moved mere days before the attack and extended by a day, and it happened to be on that day that the attack happened. Highly suspicious. But we've got here an ending. An ending. People are going to feel like they've had the truth stolen from them and betrayed. So I don't think this is going to end well. I think his party to keep in power is going to cave to this ultra-orthodox, but it's going to go over like a lead balloon. Go over like a fart in an elevator, as some people call it, but I'll say lead balloon. So show me, how is this going to play out for Netanyahu? How is this going to play out for Netanyahu? Come on down, let's have a look. Right, well, yes, they're going to make an agreement, is what I get. He's going to make an agreement with the ultra-Orthodox party to stay in power, basically. Oh, man, because there's 120 seats in the Israeli government. Without this party, they've only got 50. I'm assuming with this party, it throws them over the 60 or makes them so close to the 60 that they stay in power. Absolutely. Secret wheelings and dealings happening in the dark corner of the tavern there, giving them what they want. And there's that card again. Even though I poker shuffled them back in or even put them randomly, I can't remember. Yeah, to stay in power. 9 of Pentacles at the foundation. The energy they're stewing in is judgment. That's the energy that Netanyahu, how's it going to play out for Netanyahu? He is in a position of judgment due to his ordering of the annihilation of the Palestinians in Gaza, the flattening of Gaza. Yeah, that's the energy he's stewing in. It's a fear of this judgment, being held accountable for his actions. In the past, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, stability of government it can be. It is a stable, dependable knight, the Knight of Pentacles, but he doesn't move very fast. It's also a mercenary knight. So in the past, could have sold his soul to stay in this position of power. Crowning this reading, we've got the 9 of Wands, guardrails, blocking the path forward. This is the here and now, past, here and now, going forward, putting up the barriers. So it may be that he's how's it going to play out for Netanyahu? Well, you've got the defense on its side there. You've got the upside down ulcerated wound, and you've also got the, what's this one? Skimmy. Where is it on my listing there? This is about fantasies. Fantasies. So defense is on its side. The ulcerating wound is upside down and festering, and he's living in a fantasy world about this holding. Okay. Ooh, betrayal. The head being chopped off. Betrayal, the immediate future. Taken out, potentially. As externally, we've got this, the people feeling that they've been betrayed and lied to. We've got this hanged man internally. How's it going to work out for Netanyahu? The hanged man being strung up. Hopes and fears, the hermit, isolation and investigation. He's got a real fear of the corruption investigation going forward. And I do feel it will. One of my lovely viewers, actually a couple of you, pointed out that, what was it, CWA is Cyrillic for USA. Which is what I saw the other day when I was reading about something to do with Russia. Isolated in the USA, perhaps? Returning there and hiding out? Who knows? Okay, let's see where this goes. This is Netanyahu and Sarah, his wife. She's also been up on corruption charges and managed to bribe her way out of it. Allegedly, entertainment only. But this is entrapment. Both of them being entrapped. The chariot fleeing, perhaps. And then we've got the Three of Cups, joining his son in the land of plenty. And there's the big yes card. Yes, the Fool, new journey. But then we've got the foolishness. Then we've got the Knight of Swords, a harsh truth coming forward, and an ending. The Ten of Cups, the ending of the celebration. As we've then got the King of Cups, we the people, whether it be in Israel or the US, and justice coming for him. We've got then the Six of Wands, which is it can be a false victory, or it can be, in this it looks like they're surrendering, and then the Sword of Truth, and then the investigation into the devil. Icky. So plotting going on, the High Priestess, and then we've got this big new protection announcement being made. I think he's going to make deals with this ultra-Orthodox party purely to stay in power, but you think the protests in Israel were big before? I think they're going to double, because why should my son/daughter have to serve 2 years in the military, put their life on hold for 2 years, go to battle, and these others don't, purely because of the God that they pray to, or the method of their faith with a big F instead of faith with a little f. The Wheel of Fortune and the Empress here. This is very much about the birth of something new that's a painful birth. She is turning the Wheel of Fortune, and there's the Wheel of Fortune there. Karma coming, an inevitability about this changing times. I've said before, I do feel that Netanyahu and his wife will bring about their own ending when the noose tightens. But let's see how it goes. What do we need to know? Well, I'll just see what that card is. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. First of all, this could be taking the money and fleeing, but it's also the legacy, the end of a cycle. It's the end of it's heralding the end of Netanyahu's cycle, the end of his legacy. She's a smooth, smarmy bastard, isn't he? I just saw the death card pop up there. So what are the people of Israel going to think of this? What are the people of Israel going to do about this? What are the people? What are the people going to do? I mean, he will do anything to stay in power. He will promise anything to avoid being right. A lot of information coming out quickly. Learning. Emotionally overwhelming. And a Tower. Tearing down. So this information is going to come out. It's going to be like some sort of decree or law or something. It's not going to sit well with the populace. It's going to really be triggering, and it's going to end up in a Tower moment. In the past, An absolute corrupt disregard for human life. And that's what Netanyahu was. They're bringing about their own downfall through this. The King of Swords, prosecution. Brought it upon himself, target on his back. Now, I do know that arrow does mean justice, leadership, authority, and a warrior, but it's also a target on his back. He brought this upon himself, Netanyahu. I think this is the corruption prosecution. We've got judgment externally right next to that tower moment for him. Internally, we've got the Empress here. How's it going to go for the Israeli people? They're going to bring judgment, and then they're going to birth a new beginning, a softer, more feminine, a compassionate beginning, renewal. Ten of Swords. The people are going to bring him down. The people are going to bring him down. A new beginning, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and then we've got the Six of Cups, changing the focus to the families of the ordinary people. The Eight of Pentacles, working hard to bring about this new beginning. Really, you've got the Two of Pentacles, a paused moment, but then you've got the Page of Wands, the defiance, the Queen of Cups, trying to keep lid on this defiance. I expect there'll be massive protests here. And then somebody's going to try and flee with that Eight of Cups to Three of Cups, to where I suspect back to his family. But then we've got the Star card, the fight of good versus evil. You've got the higher authorities, the Hierophant, could be the ICC or somewhere along those lines. You've got the Strength, bringing him to heal. Yeah, I do. I think that might be why I saw him in Florida with his son. I'm going to say that he's going to come to some sort of agreement with this ultra-Orthodox, and it ain't going to sit well with the rest of the Israeli people. And they're going to see it as blatant corruption in an attempt to stay in power. It's just not going to end well. And I keep thinking he's going to end up in Florida, but it's not a safe haven for him. And I do see that he and Sarah at some stage in the future will choose a path out. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.